This video is brought to you by John Robson Guitar Tuition. If you enjoy the content, please consider supporting the channel by enrolling on a course, purchasing some guitar lessons or a t-shirt, or you can join my Patreon. Now, on with the show. Hello chaps, welcome once again to John Robson Guitar Tuition. As always, I do hope you're well. Now, if you were watching on Thursday, you possibly saw me playing through one of these things for the first time in a good couple of decades or so. Back in the early 2000s, this Line 6 pod device was all the rage, and I bought into all of the hype surrounding it and got myself one and was woefully unimpressed with it. So many people were saying how fantastic it was. They were saying, people whose opinions I respect. Gary Moore, I believe, actually used one of these on one of his albums round about that sort of period. It might have been the sort of Scars era of his career, when he was having that brief little holiday from bluesy kind of stuff. And so I got one, and it was awful. So awful, in fact, that I thought it was malfunctioning, broken. I'd got it wrong and basically sent it back, got a refund, bought another one from somewhere else, and it was just as bad. Really didn't get on with it, couldn't get a usable tone out of it whatsoever. So it was suggested on the live stream a few months ago now that I should get another one and see if it is as bad as I remember. And on Thursday, when I just kind of started getting some first impressions of it, it was much better than I remembered. It was, in fact, I think in that video, I think I said I owe the pod an apology. It was better than I remember. And I said today, what we're going to be doing is listening to what it sounds like in a mix. So here it is. And as always, there's a full tab for that piece of music in both Guitar Pro and PDF formats, along with a clip of me playing it and a jam track for you to play along with for yourself. All of that is up on my Patreon page. There's the address, and the link is, as always, in the description. $3 or £2.50 a month gets you access to all of these additional goodies and resources that go along with these YouTube videos. A massive thank you to everyone who supports me in that or any of the other ways, all of which are linked down below. So, how did it shape up then? Well, kind of yeah, it wasn't great, was it? Frankly, it's better than I remember. My memories of it from about 2001 or thereabouts are that you simply couldn't get a usable clean sound out of it. It would without a kind of getting a nasty kind of digital clipping going on. And there is a little bit of that there, but it's not as pronounced as I remember. There is a bit of a sort of a digital artifact to the sound. Whatever you do, that I just couldn't seem to get rid of. Much like you hear in a sort of low bitrate, low quality MP3. I'm wondering if that's coming from the reverbs and delays and like the stuff that I had on the click, because it was more pronounced on the clean tone, and because I have more kind of effects going on the clean tone. I may do another demo of this where I just bypass all the effects and just use the amp tones and see if I can get something usable out of that. I shall possibly do an A/B test between this and something like Guitar Rig, and using kind of more modern delays and reverbs and stuff like that to give it a fighting chance. We shall see. I'll give that a court of thinking. So it's not as bad as I remember, but it's still not great. It's... The thing that, as I say, puzzles me is that you can hear it doesn't really sound like the genuine article. You can hear it's trying to, like the Marshall-y kind of sounds and stuff. You can hear it's, yeah, I can see what you're going for there, but it's not really kind of getting there, in my estimation anyway. And, back in the day, well, people had Marshall plexis and Fender twin reverbs, and we knew what they sounded like, and we could hear what this sounded like. It just puzzles me that so many people were saying this sounds exactly like the real thing, when, well, clearly it doesn't, not in any way that I could make it happen anyway. So there you go, folks. That is my review of the Line 6 pod, specifically the tones that it creates and how useful they are. Make of it what you will. And that is pretty much the video for today, folks. Hope you found it entertaining and informative in some small way. And if that's the case, please hit the subscribe button and the notification bell if you haven't already done so. And why not drop me a like while you're at it? Don't forget, as always, the live stream every Friday, 5 p.m. UK time. We drink beer and talk about music and guitars. It's a great way to kick off the weekend, and I'd love to see you there if you can make it. But for now, I'll bid you all a good day and say thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your time. Look after yourselves, folks. Stay well, stay safe, and above all, stay sane. Bye for now.